right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rick Godley. I'm standing alongside Captain Jerry Casey with the Salvation Army. This is ATL-Ruston.com, which stands for All Things Local. Bookmark that page. Bookmark also ATL-Lincoln.com, because we're going to be focusing on all things local. Salvation Army, we're at the headquarters here on Hart Street in Monroe, but the Salvation Army serves 13 parishes in North Louisiana, so we're here to help. This is the, quote, season of giving. And Jerry, first of all, I think I got to do a mea culpa confession. I love the motto, doing the most good.
Yes.
But I've added a couple of addendums to it. Expediently, efficiently, and effectively. And it seems to be that's exactly what you're doing here at Salvation Headquarters. Besides doing the most good, you, through the help of the community, are expedient, efficient, and effective.
With the help of the community.
Very much
Not
so.
on my own, but with the help of the community, for sure.
Very much so. We're going to do another segment in just a second, but the Salvation Army, one of the things folks don't know, Jerry, that you know, is that you're a church. So explain that. And so this doing the most good is just what the church should be doing, and you are doing, Salvation Army has been doing for 93 years.
Right.
Here in Monroe.
Here in Monroe. The Salvation Army has been around for 153 years. But yes, the Salvation Army is a church. That's what we are. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're a church now. We'll be a church when Jesus comes back. We just happen to do a lot of other things as a church. Of course, we like to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to everyone. We like to instill hope here at our shelter, because we have a men's shelter and we have a women's and children's shelter. We have two separate shelters here on premises, and we're open 365 days a year. But besides all that of helping the least and the less, instill hope and getting them back on their feet and turning them into productive members of society, you have to remember we deal with a lot of different personalities. We have 56 beds that we fill up nightly. So the thing is, we deal with people that are hopeless, we deal with people that have addiction problems, we deal with some mental illness issues. Sometimes we deal with all three in one. And we deal with them all with love. That's how we do it. Because why? Because we're a church. That's why. So what we do, we try to get them to be productive members of society. We bring them in, we instill hope, we preach the gospel to them, we give them confidence, we collaborate with all the other agencies. There are no agencies that don't collaborate together. That is how come we have been so powerful here in Northeast Louisiana, because all the agencies, not just the Salvation Army, but all the agencies collaborate together. So we'll bring them in here, we clean them up, we help them out, we give them hope, we feed them, we give them a clean place to rest their head, a shower, and then they get themselves a little job, we get them their paperwork, whatever it takes to get them back on their feet and get them started. Now some are more challenging than others. We don't put a time limit on how long it takes for the miracle to happen. Sometimes the miracle happens in a week, sometimes it happens in a year. It doesn't make any difference, except for the fact that it makes a difference the sooner the better. But we will sit there and work with you, and we'll work with if they're if they're family, we'll work with the family. We have a thing called the Hope Program, where we collaborate with all the other organizations, like I said, but we will take them from day one, and we will go their whole lifespan, if necessary, to teach them budgeting classes, to teach them how to dress for an interview, how to fill out a resume, whatever it takes. That's what we do here at the Salvation Army.
Captain Jerry Casey, now we're here. We want to make this a clarion call for folks to sign up, line up, and just ring the bells, because the period to ring these bells to collect money for the Salvation Army, the window is opening right now. Now, to the point that we, the arms, the legs, the salt, and the light, do not fulfill the opportunities to be the bell ringers, then the Salvation Army has to hire bell ringers, mercenaries, if you will. Nothing wrong with that. But the more we can help him out by getting a particular organism, church together, take a day, take a location, then that's less of that resource that has to go out. So if you want to line up and sign up and volunteer, please do that. And 325-1755, is that the number to call?
That's the number to call. Ask for Wayne.
Ask for Wayne. and then make a commitment and fulfill that commitment. You're overwhelmed because this morning you went to a particular house of worship, a church, and all of a sudden you got a list full of people that are...
I was so happy. I never expected it. I went there, I spoke for about 10 minutes because I didn't want to interrupt their holiness meeting. And at the end of the meeting, they came up to me, and one guy's a coach at basketball, and he's like, I'm going to have my students and the team come, and we're going to do it together, and it's going to be as one. Other people came, my children and I would like to do it, and children can ring a bell as long as there's somebody 18 years age or older with them, and then just for a few hours. You know, they're taking a 2-hour slip or a 3-hour slip. Some of them are getting 8 people, 9 people together, and they're doing 1-hour slips, but they're doing it all together at one location. It is a tremendous asset for a volunteer to ring a bell. I mean, yes, we pay some people, but we're trying to pay the people that just kind of on, how do you put it? And to give them an opportunity to show them that they have a worth, they have a meaning. It's, you know, so it's really for the homeless and the people that are really trying hard to just get back into the realm of working again. But again, the volunteers are what really, you know, we really need. It's just we only do this for a month.
Sure. And
it sustains us for an entire year. This is our biggest fundraiser of the entire year.
I think that bears repeating because you so eloquently went over how much ministry and service to others you do 365 days a year, serving 365 days a year, housing 365 days a year. So the monies that are raised in this 30 to 40 day period sustains that throughout the year. Sometimes I think we just get a little, we don't add in one and one too well and get conscious saying, well, you know what, they're here, we gave, they're gone, so I guess that's okay. No, you're always here, so it sustains annually.
Yeah, you know, we do a lot of things. I mean, we send children to camp every summer. We do utility assistance. We've done rental assistance. We have an ARC program. That's an adult rehabilitation center, and that is for people that have addictions, a drinking addiction, a drug, an addiction problem. And we have found this year coming up, we are dealing with people that have never asked for help before because they've never been in this situation between COVID and the major disasters that we've had. Mm-hmm. We also do a tremendous disaster work.
Yeah, you showed up in Ruston there after the tornado.
Right, yeah, we always go, yeah, we go to Ruston.
13 parishes.
Right, yeah, we go, I mean, I just came back from New Orleans for Ida. I mean, we all bound together. We have 34 disaster trucks in our division. Our division is Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Mm-hmm. And we all, no matter where the disaster is and how big it is, the whole stuff, and nationwide will come to the assistance. Mm-hmm. Putting that aside, we have these ARC programs. So we have a lot of people that have fallen into opioid addiction, drinking addiction, because they were stuck in their house during this COVID. It's a whole new realm of people, and it's a large realm of people. And we're serving each and every one of them. We're turning no one away. No one.
Regardless of the conditions, still doing the most good, the Salvation Army. Here's one thing, Jerry, as we wrap this up, is we're going to do another segment and literally go to the church just to show folks, because I didn't know that's who you were, is that, I lost what I was going to just tell you.
I preach every Sunday, every single Sunday at 10:10. That's when the little hand's on the 10 and the big hand's on the 2. It's a smiley face. I walk in, I get behind the pulpit, and we go.
Now I know what I was going to say. If you can't help by ringing a bell any which way, don't compound that with, be an advocate and tell others.
Right.
Just by passing the message along, that does the most good. So I don't want people to get, like, I can't do as much as AB's. No, don't worry about that.
Right. A kind word. If you could just speak a kind word about the Salvation Army, that would be wonderful. We also do food boxes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have a large food pantry. We turn no one away. I'm not looking, you can't come every 90, no. You need food, come.
Right.
That's what we're here to do. We eat and we pray here in the Salvation Army. Everything else is just a bonus.
And just this morning, it's 105 Hart Street, number to call 325-1755, online, GiveShelterNELA.org, GiveShelterNELA.org. And I've been knowing that the Salvation Army's been here on Hart Street since, oh gosh, the early 90s. And I said to Jerry, I said, you know, this is the first time I realized that you're on the heart of Northeast Louisiana on Hart Street.
Yeah.
So keep pumping out there, my friend.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. Help us promulgate. That's a big word. Now go look it up. Push this message far and wide. Help us do the most good. Rick Godley and also Captain Jerry Casey for the Salvation of Northeast Louisiana. Thank you so much.
Thank you.